I need you now. I need you to shrink my brain right now. Why do you want to do psychology?
I'm gonna save the world, one small helpless child at a time. I don't know.
So you do child psychology?
I hate children.
I
want to work with teenagers. I want to work with teens and young adults, and maybe do couples therapy, because there's money in couples therapy.
I know there's money.
There's money in
couples therapy. Trust me.
A lot of my psych teachers are like part-time. They're like, couples therapy.
Divorce rate is very high. It's about half the marriages in the divorce, and a lot of marriages would survive if they did. I'm going to have a lady maybe on even this show. I may even have a lady who does counseling on this show. I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm interview her maybe this week, next week, and it's huge. And I think people should go to counseling. So, but when you're a counselor, I mean seriously, let's go back. Why do you want to help people? Why don't you do your thing? Why do you want to save the world?
Because there's not enough people that want to help anymore. It's like doctors, kids want to be doctors so they can make money. Kids want to be accountants so they can make money. Nobody does anything they enjoy. And I enjoy psychology, and I don't know. I think I could relate to, like, especially teenagers that feel like left out or have issues, and they're like, no one understands me. And it's like, cry me a river, lived it, been there, shut up.
You know, I feel you, because back in the high school, you were a good kid. I remember you in high school, but when I was in high school back in the 1970s, a long time ago, I was a troubled teen. I was a troubled teen. I was an angry teen.
Most teens are.
Of course, but so when I go to the public schools, I still have this sense. 27 years later, I still have this sense to go to high school trying to talk to teenagers, and it's tough because I'm, Uncle Marc, I'm Grandpa, I'm Pops. You know what I'm saying? But I tell them that, like you see, I don't know how you were. I'm going to ask you this question. When I was in high school back in the day, I used to think I was the ugliest person in the world and awkward or whatever. Then I see these old pictures 30 years ago. Like I was a nice kid. When you were in high school, were you a troubled teen? Did you think you were ugly? You was pitiful? And nobody wants me?
Nobody feels good in high school. I mean, especially, I went to school with girls that were like Miss Teen USA or Miss Teen America or whatever. But there were like 2 girls in my graduating class that were like Miss Teen whatever, and beauty pageants and gorgeous, and when you really looked at them or got to know them, they either had like bad skin or they had their flaws, but it was like that's what they wanted to do. So it's just like, wow, I'm not that pretty. I'm in class with her, and she's Miss Prairie State. Like,
it's like we all go through that. You know what I'm saying? You're a pretty girl, and no matter what you look like, you always think they're prettier than me.
Oh yeah,
they're more handsome than me.
They're thinner. They're taller. I mean, I'm short. I'm not like skinny, but it's like, once you get to college, you really don't care.
How did you get? Sit down. I gotta move this camera. Sit over here a little bit, Jennifer. There you go. They want to see you. But how did you? No, seriously, how did you get over these high school ain'ts? Grow up.
I graduated.
Grow up, huh?
I graduated. It's like in high school, it's different because everyone's like, oh my God, we're going to homecoming and there's prom, but you get to college and you're just like, oh man, there's midnight boat cruise. There's homecoming week, but nobody like really gets dialed up. It's like, go to the football game, wear sweatpants and a t-shirt.
So college is a totally different flavor.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you'll be 21 years old. You're 29, 21. That means you can legally drink. Legally drink.
Don't know what you mean.
Well, are you going to go buck wild when you get to be 21?
I don't think so.
You're going to calm down? Because I say that because a lot of students who do go to college, they drop out or they don't finish college. And a lot of reasons because academically they party. They have a good time. I mean, they get on probation and they get sent back home. The other reason is that people have children, especially young ladies like you. I can't count. They went to college and they had these babies and just things got ugly. You don't have any children.
I don't have any babies.
Will you?
Not yet.
Yeah, Uncle Marc be very disappointed. I'm saying I'll be very disappointed.
No babies, no time soon. I at least have to have my bachelor's and a job and a house and a husband.
But not a lot of young ladies. Too many young ladies. They have the babies in college.
That's true.
And it throws off their career.
They don't finish.
They don't finish. What's up with that? You're the counselor. What's up with that?
I think it's a lot of girls in college are like, they didn't get to do anything.